I wanted to find out why a banana is yellow. As you can see, this banana is yellow. But instead of doing the normal thing where I just go on the internet and type in why is a banana yellow, I decided to use some inquiry-based learning techniques. So I started by going around and asking some people in my house, just why is a banana yellow? Let's see what we found out. Hey Ellen, why is a banana yellow?
I don't know.
No, we didn't get anything from that first one, but we can't expect to get all the answers we need right away. So I went upstairs to check some stuff out. Mom, do you know why bananas are yellow?
No. Uh, I, I wonder if it has something to do with attracting monkeys and other things that eat bananas.
I'll look into it. Dad, do you know why bananas are yellow?
Not all bananas are yellow. But in Africa, bananas are green.
Ah, something else to look into.
Yes.
So we got some great information from that little exploration there. Mum speculated that maybe it's to attract different types of animals and different types of things that might want to eat it. So I thought we could look into some other fruits that are yellow to see if that could be one of the reasons. And Dad told us that when he was in Africa, the bananas were actually green, not yellow. So there's something to look into too. What's the difference between our bananas and the bananas over there? Already we've got tons of questions, and all we started with was, why is a banana yellow? Now I've got one other pair that I would like to ask for their opinion. There are some colleagues whose input I value very highly. So let's see if we can get anything out of them. They're not always the most talkative. Hey, Justin Einstein, why is a banana yellow? Well, looks like they didn't have an answer for us, but I guess it's not their area of expertise. But hey, we still can't expect to find answers everywhere we look. We've got to look every place we can and think of some new places. But I went back to a pretty old-fashioned way, and I decided to have a look at some of my books to see if I could find anything over there. Let's see if I succeeded. Do I have any books on the subject? Let's see. Bananas, 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 bananas. Nothing about bananas. Now, even though I didn't find anything the first time that I went to look at that, because I didn't have any fruit or banana-based books, when I was looking back at the video, I decided to see if I could look through the Tintins, which go to very exotic places. And so in Tintin, The Broken Ear, we do, in fact, find some bananas. So we know that they come in bunches, and we know that they're yellow from our Tintin book. Is it a scientific book? No, it's not. Is it an outdated book? Yes, very much so. But it's still got some bananas in it, and it's still got some yellow bananas in it. Doesn't tell us why, doesn't tell us how, but it does show us bunches of bananas. And that, combined with what Dad was saying about bananas being green, reminded me that bananas are yellow, but they don't start out yellow. They start out green, like the African bananas, and turn yellow over time. So it's part of the ripening process that does it. It's not necessarily the way a banana is fundamentally. It's the way a banana gets when it starts to ripen and die. So what else does it do? It turns brown. Now, this makes a whole heck of a lot of sense, because if it's turning brown at the end and it's green at the beginning, what's it going to be in the middle? It's going to be yellow. And of course, relating it explicitly to the class, this is what I think we were trying to learn in science this year, is that we have this idea of science as this sort of one-size-fits-all way of knowing the world and way of experiencing the world. And in our culture, we see it as the correct way of viewing the world, and other anecdotal experiences and ways of thinking about things can be dismissed because they don't fit the scientific method that we've come to depend upon. And don't get me wrong, the scientific method is a great way of knowing, but it's not the only way of knowing. So I like to think that by taking this exercise on, I legitimately started this not knowing why a banana was yellow. I admit I hadn't put a lot of thought into it, but I looked around for things in my house and I thought, boy, what's something that I don't know that I should know? And those sorts of things are all over the place because when you don't engage with the topics truly and you just get answers, then you get tiny little bits of information from all over the place that don't work as a cohesive whole. But when you're going around and you're talking to people, I found out not only that bananas are yellow and why they're yellow, I found out about African bananas, I found out that cats don't know anything about bananas, and I went through some theories of my own. My mom's theory I shared. I thought that they were yellow so that they would attract not predators, hungry guys. But I learned something different through my explorations. And so I think that's really the value of the way that we've been taught to teach, is that it's going to give you so much more depth of knowledge in any given topic. And it's going to really enable you to engage with and understand the topic much more completely than just a cursory overview. Thanks for watching. Click the link to subscribe.